after a perfectly normal pregnancy, had a beautiful baby girl, and she was absolutely normal and perfect, and actually a really good baby. She crawled, but not until 6 months, or probably almost 9 months old when she crawled. She'd look in a mirror, and when she was, just over probably 15 months or so, she'd look in the mirror and say, "Pretty baby," when she saw herself, and so she's put words together very normal.
Then as she approached to, her second birthday and in that range, a little bit slow on some development things, we started looking around a little bit, but then suddenly she literally overnight stopped talking, and the next morning never talked again, never spoke again.
No longer spoke, she no longer crawled, she no longer used her hands purposefully. She just sat and became kind of autistic-like and would have little screaming spells, and all of a sudden it was like we went to bed one night and had one child, we woke up the next day and we had lost that child.
When you have the child that you already know and have pictured and dreamed about where their path is going and so on, and then all of a sudden you go to start into this path of something is seriously wrong. And that took us down a path of, we were saying, with trying to diagnose us, which was a trail of doctors from Iowa City, I think first, and then to Minneapolis, is that correct? And then to Houston to Baylor. And
it's actually a neurological disorder that is caused by a mutation of a gene, and that leads to a malfunction of a protein. And so then the way that manifests itself in a girl's body, and it is just primarily in girls, usually by the time they're around 2, a very normal, seemingly normal child will start to show these symptoms because of brain development and proteins that are not then kicking in and working. And so then they lose the purposeful use of their hands, they lose the ability to speak, they don't walk, many times they have seizures. She understands, I think, almost everything that we tell her and that people say to her and that she hears on TV or music, whatever, but it's, she has an inability, all the girls with Rett have an inability to express. They're kind of trapped inside those bodies, very frustrating.
I often reflect on how challenging those times early were. We didn't know what we were going to do, we didn't have it, we were broke, and very challenging. And now one of the things I guess that's close to us in this is that we are in a better position today to help others and help young families.